Okay, no problem.
Okay, right. We're back with Bernardo to take a look at some English development points. Very welcome, Bernardo. Nice to have you here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
My pleasure. Okay, so we've just been having a discussion for the
Okay,
past 30 minutes or so, and we're going to take a look at some points, some sentences which we can improve. Okay, so what about this first sentence here? The country is divided by two people. I'm just going to turn off the fan. Okay. Can you see this country sentence here? The country is divided
of
by two
course, I can
people.
see.
Okay, so here we have a problem with prepositions. Okay, prepositions. How do you how do you think we can maybe change the sentence? How can it be modified?
Okay, let me see the phrase. Can I see the words?
So you'll need to open the text, right? On Zoom.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's here.
Got it?
Okay, the country is divided by two peoples. Two people preposition.
So are you familiar with this term preposition? Have you maybe heard that term before?
Okay, how could it be?
Okay.
The country is divided by two people.
Yeah, so you may remember that prepositions are they're kind of a form of linking word in a way, right? They're used to demonstrate the relationship between two things, right? So common examples of prepositions include words like in, on, at,
Of
for, from,
course,
by, etc. There's quite a number of such prepositions in English. In this
of
particular
course.
case, I don't think that by is the ideal preposition to use. I think
Of course.
there's a better preposition that could be used with divided. Any ideas? What could that maybe be?
It could be in my idea into.
Into is I think is the ideal choice. Yes. Um, Also, what about the noun? Do you think that we could do anything with the noun people?
Okay, people. People. About the noun. I have no idea about the noun.
Okay, go ahead. Please share your idea.
Yeah, you may.
Okay, so because we're talking so often in English, people would be the plural form of the noun person, right? And we wouldn't normally say peoples. However, in this case, because we're talking about groups of people, we might even consider it to be like an anthropology sense, we can actually say peoples because they're two distinct groups of people, right? You mentioned earlier what they were. Right? It was Bantu and something else, which I've forgotten. So I think we could say as a consequence,
Okay.
the country is divided into two peoples. Yeah.
So peoples.
Yeah. Another possibility could be to say the country is divided into two ethnicities. Might be an alternative option as well. Okay. All right.
Instead of people, we could use peoples. Am I wrong?
Yes, I think peoples would be a more precise choice. Peoples and maybe ethnicity as well could be a valid option. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's take a look at another sentence here. It's composed by should be so many people. I'm just going to edit that here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me see. It's composed
it's
by so
composed
many people.
by so many people.
Okay.
So again we have an issue here with the preposition. So you have a preposition here
Okay.
by. I'm not convinced that by is the appropriate preposition to use with composed. Okay.
Okay.
So
Of course.
any what do you think you can do about that maybe?
It's composed. Composite on.
Close. Very close. Do you want to
Close?
have maybe one more try?
In.
What about composed of? Okay, it's composed.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you will have to
I
effectively
forgot
just
about that.
yeah, no problem. You will have to effectively just memorize
Composed
this,
of.
right? So it's composed of so many people, right? Okay. All right. What about this point here? We have so many traditions. Okay. Okay. We have so many traditions, very strange, right? So this is one of your comments from earlier. Here we have an issue with syntax. Okay. And by syntax, what I'm referring to here is the positions, right? The order of the words within the sentence, right? So I think I'm not sure, but I think it's a possibility that you may be applying here English vocabulary to Portuguese syntax. Okay. So what would be our
Okay.
solution? What do you think?
We have some introduction. Very strange. So I didn't get the point. Can you repeat?
Sure. So the I'm gonna this might be a new concept. So let me point this out here. So in English, we would have to say we have so many strange traditions because in English, the adjective must go before the nouns. Excuse me.
Okay.
So because here we have the noun, traditions, our adjective, strange, must go before that noun. It's a grammatical rule,
Okay.
requirement really, right? That the adjective goes before the noun. I know that in some other languages, so Spanish, Portuguese, maybe others, the adjective can go after the noun, right? But this is not the case in English. Okay.
Of course.
Okay. What about? Oh, let me just get that back. Okay. What about this point here? To presentate the girl, and this was in the context of Angolan marriage customs. Yeah. So as far as I'm aware, somebody may correct me on this, but as far as I know, the word presentate doesn't exist in English. Okay. So you've maybe tried to translate. I know in Spanish it's presentar, but maybe it's something similar in Portuguese. What is the appropriate translation of this word into English?
To let me see.
It's okay, take your time, no problem.
To presentate.
So we're looking for the appropriate translation of presentar, well, whatever that is in Portuguese. Would you like a bit of help?
Yeah, of course.
It's easier than you think. So the appropriate word to use here is present, right? To present the girl.
But I can say one. I can say like introduce.
Yes. Introduce the girl will be fine. So to introduce the girl, present the girl, either of those would be fine. Just don't use presentate. Okay, presentate is not a used word. In fact, I don't think it exists in English. Okay, right. We have one final point to consider, and that is it's difficult to find in Spanish. Okay, it's difficult to find in Spanish, and this was in reference to the country. So we have an issue here in relation to nouns.
Nouns.
Spain, exactly.
It should be Spain.
Yes, that's correct. Because do you know why? Any ideas why that change is necessary?
Yes, of course. Because Spanish is the language, if I'm not wrong, and Spain is the country. This is the
Excellent.
way.
Yes, that's the point. So for that reason, we use Spain instead of
Yeah.
Spanish. Right, that's all we have time for today. Bernardo, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see each other soon.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
welcome. It's always an honor